it's about murder, I'm not going to get into that. All I'm here for is a woman's right to choose.
It's an illusion to say that to tear a baby apart inside a mother's womb is somehow safe. It's never safe for the child. It's never safe for the woman.
I suffered from after effects of the abortion, like within 3 weeks. Illnesses that had to be treated by prednisone. When I woke up, I was bleeding terribly, in pain, ashamed, so empty and miserable. The abortion didn't relieve anything. In fact, it made me worse. There was no going back. This could never be undone.
I felt as if my insides were ripped apart by a machine that I can still hear sometimes in the quiet of the night.
Because of the physical damage done to my uterus from the section curettage abortion, I had to have a hysterectomy 3 months later.
We are calling on the President of Change, President Barack Obama, to be an agent of change as it relates to the lives of over 1 million children who will be slaughtered in this, his first year as President of the United States by a horrible procedure called abortion.
I'm Mike Pence. I'm the chairman of the House Republican Conference, and I'm pro-life. And let me assure you that the men and women who stand with me today, and those who stand for life here in Washington, D.C., will continue to stand for the sanctity of life on the floor of the Congress.
And we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that your hard-earned tax dollars aren't used to fund abortion.
We will not let the rest of the nation rip the Ten Commandments off the walls of our schools, God from our public forums, rip the life from our mothers, and rip the heart out of America.
President Obama, when did your life begin?
And we need to remind him that nothing could make him more different than Abraham Lincoln than completely ignoring the humanity of the unborn children that die every day in this country.
Waiting in the wings, barely visible in the shadows, ready to pounce, lurks the most extreme pro-abortion agenda in American history.
Our nation today, to our shame, pays for death.
Mr. President, your most notorious statement was that you would participate by word or deed in the killing of your own grandchild.
I hope the President listens to Nellie's words. I add, we will defeat you and defeat the culture of death, or we will perish as a nation.
People greatly loved by God are being deceived into thinking that abortion is a simple procedure, but we know that the consequences of abortion can be devastating and eternal.
You want to detail it and say you want to pinpoint it and say it's murder down to the point. It's murder. How about generalize it, and if you can't generalize it, then we can stop the question now.
I had killed the only child I would ever have. The abortion that I chose to have not only killed my innocent baby, it damaged me physically, mentally, and spiritually. It was not a solution to my problem.
Not only did my baby die in February of 2000, a part of me died that day as well. And what promised to be the best thing for me was the worst. Abortion did not end my pain, it began it.
Catholic politicians of prominence who outrightly support abortion, should they receive communion in the Catholic Church?
I don't think they should receive communion at all, because they're supporting something that is a grave moral evil.
I am here today to proclaim to the people of this country that I regret and am in contempt for the world's remedy for my unplanned pregnancies, abortion. I call upon the just leaders of our country and the church to take back our country, reconsecrating your hearts, our lands, back to the Lord our God, for the honor and for his glory of his only begotten Son, Jesus, who lives within every conceived child that ever was. And that is why I'll be silent no more.
If the president wants to meet the American people where they are, listen to their voices, and work with them in a way that's going to unify the country, it is he who's going to have to move. And he's going to have to move away from that extreme support of abortion on demand that he apparently has.